Now, here's Wendy.
Happy Monday. And I'm doing great. Got a great weekend of sleeping out of my system. Now, stories to tell you today. Lady Gaga is being sued. Coco T is speaking out about the state of her marriage. And Beyoncé performed at the Super Bowl halftime, and you know I've got an opinion. So let's talk about it. It's time for Hot Topics. First of all, congratulations to the Baltimore Ravens. Something happened last night in the sports world. And the San Francisco 49ers, apparently they lost. Everyone's a winner to me when you make it to the Super Bowl, but look, I can't. But, you know.
Wendy, we love you.
Oh, thank you. I heard something this morning when I woke up about the Superdome losing power in the third quarter. The power was restored 30 minutes later. What did everybody do there in the dark? Were there any fights or anything? Did anything break out? Nothing? Let me just tell you something, okay? It was countdown to Beyoncé all day at our house. All right, so my guys, they just leave me alone. I'm busy, I'm doing things. My niece was over, so all day long I watched the ID channel on account of they had a marathon of Who the Bleep Did I Marry? Do you watch the ID channel? I am obsessed. My family thinks I am weird, but I watch the killings and the murders all day. And then my niece was on Beyoncé Watch, so you know she kept running back to the TV that we had already set up to watch Beyoncé. We cleared the table out of the way because I knew, you know, you don't just watch her, you have to move with her. You have to move with her. I thought that was the best Super Bowl halftime performance that I've ever seen in my life. I did. Maybe it was just the anticipation because we hadn't seen her perform in a while, whatever. 13 minutes, they could have doubled that to 26 minutes. I would have been so happy. She sang Crazy in Love. The only thing that was missing from the performance was I, unlike the haters who exist in this building, would have loved to have seen Jay-Z come out there just for a moment. Maybe not the whole song, but just enough, you know, hat low, his girl's half naked, he swats her on the behind, and then they go. I would have loved to have seen that. And of course, she did the Single Ladies and the Bootylicious and the Halo song, just to name a few. There were a lot of people here in the Wendy building criticizing, saying that they wish that she would get new dance routine. But I like when she does the same old dance routine, because the more she does it, the more we catch on, and eventually we can stand up and dance with her. I loved it. And then Michelle and Kelly came up from a hole in the ground. And I'm not going to say anything terrible. Michelle was being Michelle. And Kelly was being Kelly with good hair and booty pads. And Michelle was criticized by Keisha Cole, the singer, and then everybody came for her throat after she criticized Michelle, because this is what Keisha said. She tweeted, "I think I was frightened to blink for a sec. Then Michelle sung and woke my A up from a daze. She always effing up the groove." Keisha Cole, that's called kitchen table talk. That's the kind of talk, look, we all do it. Don't we all do it? But there are just certain things that you just don't say outside of the kitchen table talk. And that would be one of them, because everybody told her basically to sit down. They called her mother a crackhead. They went in on Keisha Cole on Twitter. Jennifer Hudson, I thought, looked wonderful last night. I loved your hairstyle. I liked your leather shirt. I just can't get with the skirt. I think there's too much material down here. Like maybe, and everything doesn't have to be short and tight, but certainly above the knee would have been nice, and maybe remove the buttons, you know? But she did a great job singing with the kids from Sandy Hook Elementary School. And of course, Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys' voice is just, she has a phenomenal voice, and I love that she trots out that piano everywhere she goes. Don't forget to trot it over here when you come to our show on Monday, February 18th, A-Key. Okay, so Super Bowl is done. Now let's concentrate on next year's Super Bowl, which is gonna be in New Jersey. Who else is on the committee, but I know I'm on the committee. I'm on the planning committee. And here's the rumor already that there's gonna be no halftime show because it's an outdoor stadium and it's gonna be too cold. Don't worry, everybody, I will handle this. We need a committee meeting by the end of the week. I'm free on Thursday. Let's get this together. And by the way, committee, I don't want to see Bruce Springsteen. He is our Jersey boy, but we see enough of him. Like, after last night's performance, I'm convinced that the only thing we need to do at halftime of the Super Bowl is pop and lock and dip it. So therefore, I don't want to see Billy Joel. And I don't want to see John Bon Jovi. And as long as we're talking, I don't want to see Mariah Carey. I'm going to tell you why. Because we love to look at her and we love the way she sings, but like I said, we need to dip it and do it and pop it and lock it at Super Bowl halftime. And Mariah doesn't do any of that. Mariah's wonderful, but Mariah just, stands and flits. And standing and flitting is not for Super Bowl halftime. So, committee, I'm coming for our first meeting with a couple of suggestions. Number one, Lady Gaga. And number two, Rihanna. If either one of them can't perform, then we have no Super Bowl halftime show. Or we'll figure something out. You've called on the right girl. After Beyoncé finished performing, I threw the TV down on the ground and left the room. Done. Anyway, there's some other Super Bowl news, and it's not about the Super Bowl, it's about the stuff we like, who hooked up and stuff. I know. Shaquille O'Neal and Entertainment Tonight co-host Roxy Diaz. I was reading it in the newspaper today. They were spotted being super cozy at the Super Bowl party, one of the many there in New Orleans. Now, he's 7'1" and she's 5'2". And he's no longer with his fiancée, the girl Hoops, who kissed Flava Flav on Flava of Love. Roxy, hey Roxy. I watch Entertainment Tonight every night on account of I like to clean up the dishes from dinner watching there in the kitchen. And what I've been telling you all along, girl, since I found out that you were going to be like a main correspondent there at Super Bowl, I said she better come back with a man. Because as long as I've known her, like through the TV, she used to be a VJ at 106 and Park and stuff, but she likes to stay booed up, preferably with somebody with some long money. Because you never know how long these hosting gigs are going to last, so she's being practical. Do you know what I mean? So I was thinking, okay, you'll be down there with that ET mic, there's the status, you're working, and the guys will be looking, and yeah, Shaq's a good one. He's a good one. He's a good one. I'm still hurt that Eddie Murphy walked out of your life, Roxy, so this is your chance for vindication. Hold on to Shaq. Okay, so now. Can I just say, when I tell you stories like that, it's not that I'm not a proponent of education, but I just feel like, every girl cannot be Sojourner Truth. You know what I mean? There's not room at Harvard for every girl, and a girl's got to make her way. And some girls, they like to make their way. Okay, so on Friday, to kick off the weekend, I acted in Law and Order SVU. And here I am on the set. And if it looks familiar, yes, that's the set of The Price is Right. No, I am playing a talk show host, and guess what her name is? Wendy Williams. Such a stretch. But I can tell you, all right, so you know how Law & Order always rips stories directly from the headlines, which is what I love about that show. The show that I'm on, I'm sitting there interviewing the Chris Brown-esque type. And then I go back tomorrow and I finish filming. I'm on the red carpet with the Rihanna-esque who's got her new album out, and I talk to her. Now, I forgot what I say on account I haven't gone over my lines yet. But the lines are written, they're not too far off from what I'd say anyway, so I can improvise. Thank you, Law & Order. I really have a lot of fun over there. Although I have to say, I know why they pay actors so much money, because there's a lot of sitting around and boredom time. We got to the set, which was a trailer downtown in Manhattan. You know, they hook up the trailers for everybody, nice warm heat, and you know, all the channels of the cable. I had all my magazines, food and snacks, so I was ready to sit. But we got there at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Do you know that I didn't film my scene until 9 o'clock at night? And it only took 3 takes. I don't know when the episode's gonna air, but I'll let you know. Thank you. Thank you. So, now, back to Lady Gaga, who I'm gonna champion to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. If Rihanna can't do it, she will. She is being sued by her former assistant, and she's not happy about it. Her former assistant's name is Jennifer O'Neill, and she's claiming that Gaga owes her $393,000 for over 7,000 hours worth of unpaid overtime, which I don't know Gaga, but just doesn't seem in her character that she would be that tight, you know? Anyway, Jennifer is alleging many things, including that Gaga made her sleep in the bed with her every single night. Now, we've talked about this. I'm not thinking this is a lesbian thing at all. Gaga just seems like a lot of celebrities, of just a very needy person who always has to have people around, which is such a disgusting personality flaw. I feel that about everybody, okay? If you don't, you know, not for nothing, if you don't know how to shut the world out and enjoy your own company, you've got a problem. You've got a problem. So, this Gaga lashed out in court. This has gone all the way to court. She called Jennifer an effing hood rat. And it says that Jennifer is suing her for money she didn't even earn. As the former assistant, Gaga said that, you know, she slept until noon, she didn't do her job. There was, you know, they've been friends since they were 19 years old. So where do you think this conversation's going? Gaga, just give her your money. Just give her the money. But you know, this is how I would do it. I'd go to the bank and ask her to meet me in the vestibule. And then I would keep her out there while I instruct the bank to count off $393,000 in pennies. You want your money? Here you go. Boom. That's it. By the way, you can borrow that bit of nastiness that I just taught you about. Yeah, pay them in pennies. Do that. It's annoying. So Coco T is finally speaking out about the state of her marriage. By the way, when I was on the set of Law & Order, see, this is the muddy water of being a Wendy Williams right here. So, because Ice-T is on the show, he wasn't filming that day, Coco escorts him to the set. You know, I'm about to tell a nice story, but all people ever hear is that I'm saying something horrible. So please don't mix up my words. Ice and Coco, okay, remember they publicly fought after some racy photos showed up in the blogosphere with Coco and the rapper AP9. And then an even more disgusting photo with Moose Diesel. Well, Coco's now telling the Daily Mail that her marriage is rock solid. It's rock solid. Ice-T is a forgiving man, and this is what she says. She says, that's old news, and those pictures with Moose Diesel are old too. They don't look old. People are going to think what they think, and there's nothing I can do about it. Ice and I just live our own lives. I have to answer to him, and he has to answer to me. We don't care about the outside world, even though it can be harsh out there. We just have to deal with it. Yeah, and like I was suggesting last time we talked about this, as soon as Peep Show shuts down, get back to Jersey, tell other men to keep their hands off your body, and how about that baby project that we've been working on? Yeah, good.